Russell Gibbe, and the technical supervisor, George Wenzel. This has been a presentation of HBO Sports, the network of champions.
When he appears, strange things happen. Yes, it's another startling story from the pages of HBO's adult anthology of terror, Thumb a Ride with a Hitchhiker. Next.
Dear America is probably the most important piece of film you'll ever see as far as getting close to understanding what young men, boys, went through in Vietnam.
Dear America, the story of Vietnam like it's never been told before. Premieres Sunday, April 3rd on HBO.
If you would see it once, you would be very moved. If you saw it twice, you might understand.
In the West, you shoot first and ask questions later.
Want some more? I'll ask you again. We're still well-headed. Guess.
HBO Pictures presents Chris Christopherson as The Tracker. Premieres Saturday, March 26th on HBO.
April showers may bring flowers, but April's blooming with hits on HBO.
First of all, let's be real friendly here, okay? My name is Norm. Secondly, your coaching days are over.
His methods are strange.
Team.
And his discipline is tough.
Seems like we're in the Army.
You are in the Army. You're in my Army.
But his way could make the team this town has only dreamed of. Gene Hackman and Barbara Hershey in the movie audiences cheer, Hoosiers. Bruce Willis has it all.
I'm glad.
Until he meets Kim Basinger, her psychotic ex-boyfriend, and the LAPD all on one blind date he'll never forget. They're back.
You see, the police academy is offered to train your citizens to better protect yourself.
Those fearless, footloose fighting machines.
Do we get to pack heat?
In Police Academy.
Oh! Citizens on patrol. Citizens on patrol.
Then...
There's more.
Yeah.
You bet. And Burt Reynolds is warming up for a little action.
Put your dukes up. Let me see what you got. That's it?
For now, yes.
He doesn't get any hotter than heat. Keep the fire burning when Rutger Hauer sizzles as a bounty hunter who becomes the hunted.
That bullseye's back.
He's wanted dead or alive.
You're losing your bait.
You know what happens when you put a live lobster in boiling water?
He dies?
Do you know what happens when you put a hypochondriac, a songbird, and a sauce saint all in one movie?
I hate that.
Well, that's life.
Charles, pleased to meet you.
When Jeff Daniels hooks up with Melanie Griffith,
I've never done anything like this before.
Don't worry, Charlie, I have.
the result is something wild.
I can hardly wait.
Say hello to Tom Hanks.
Then I guess this is goodbye.
He's landed in the middle of World War II and a forbidden romance. Parting is such sweet sorrow every time we say goodbye. And coming soon, Whoopi G in Burglar, Michael J in The Secret of My Success, and especially for HBO viewers, Clinton and Nadine.
This is great.
This is HBO and our April movie lineup.
Sure, he looks happy-go-lucky, but on the next HBO Comedy Hour Live, George Carlin is mad.
You know, there are some people I can do without.
You tell him, George.
People who say without further ado when there hasn't been any previous ado.
Grr, George, grr.
And people who say long live something and then kill other people to back it up.
Find out if you're on his hit list. Watch George Carlin's HBO Comedy Hour Live.
It's called What Am I Doing in New Jersey?
Oh, maybe that's why he's so mad. Live Saturday.
The Western is a satisfying thing to do because it's a morality play. You know, you're dealing with right and wrong and values and things that matter.
What attracts people to the Western is the fact that it's a real story, bigger than life, where a man makes a decision that's very clear-cut.
Get up. You men can ride out of here, or you can die. There's no third way. And one more thing. If I ever see any of you again, expect no quarter. I think his character is economic. You know, he has sort of an action shorthand.
Noble stands for the old days in which a decision had to be made instantly, and he made them.
A lot of times he appears brutal. He's a warrior. Goodbye, trash.
Still don't get a trial?
Put your hands on a child, all you get is dead.
He is not so entrenched in his values, even though he believes firmly in what he does, that he's not blind to the needs of the new generation, which is his son.
Sir, Tom goes to law school and comes back west from growing up there. And he gets back out there and tracks a man down with his father, and almost immediately his sense of law and order is crashed upon by the Wild West and his father's ways.
Why didn't you shoot him? Sir, he was going to kill you.
Oh, come on, you just got angry.
He was going to kill you. You only pull that weapon for one reason. If you're going to carry one, you better be ready to use it. You're not. So let's have it. Your sidearm, sir.
From the two, we come up with a Renaissance man.
At the end, Tom is rethinking a lot of things about life, and he comes into his own.
Go on.
I know when I'm licked.
The villain part of Stillwell is very unique, and I think we've never seen a villain like this on any picture.
Well, I'd always wanted to do a Western, but I always saw myself as the good guy.
I've got to leave something behind for Mr. Noble Adams to find.
But I figure since I'm not the good guy, I might as well be as big of a snake as I can.
You people listen to me. I'm not to be trifled with.
What I was looking for was a very classic story, and this is it. I mean, this is has all the Gary Cooper ingredients, the John Wayne ingredients of the old Western.
It's almost like being in some sort of a ritualistic play that you're trying to make human, you know. There's some, because you've got the good guys and the bad guys.
The characters are bigger than life. And there's more leeway. You can do more with the roles. And that's, I think that's what has been great about Westerns in the past, and I'd like to see more of them done now.
It's only proper that the Western should be shot in the Southwest where it happened. But we're here because this is where this story happened.
This has been an HBO location report.
Dear America, coming to HBO in April.
On the next Super Saturday,
This is tracking a man down like an animal and killing him.
the West's greatest tracker comes out of retirement. He's after a dangerous Macman,
Expect no quarter.
but his own son may be more lethal.
I had him in my sights, but I couldn't shoot him.
HBO Pictures presents The Tracker, starring Chris Christopherson. Then, George Carlin is live on HBO Comedy Hour. So anything could happen on the next Super Saturday, March 26th on HBO.
The children were nestled all snug in their beds while visions of Freddy danced in their heads. Sleep tight while you can. A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3, Dream Warriors, is next.
The following movie has been rated R by the Motion Picture Association of America. It is intended for mature audiences. Parents may wish to consider whether it should be viewed by children under 17.